This episode is brought to you by The Guarantors. Facing rising renter fraud? Don't let fraudulent applications compromise your financial stability. The Guarantors provide a safety net that protects your rent roll and minimizes bad debt. Why risk it? Talk to The Guarantors and secure your property's financial health. Visit theguarantors.com/multifamily today.
How many of you have been in a position where you have an open role in your organization and your gut tells you, I need to fill this position as quickly and as fast as humanly possible because there is going to be a disruption to the business. And so you go out, you may work with your internal recruiting department, or you may work with an external recruiting department. You identify some candidates, you do a little bit of the mirror test. The mirror is fogged when they breathe through their nose, then they are a high potential. And you run through a little bit of a loose interview process and you just hire somebody just to fill the role because you just believe in your heart of hearts that if you don't do it, then business is going to be disrupted. But here's my encouragement to you, and this is nothing you haven't heard before. It's just simply out there as a reminder for the community, for the multifamily collective community, also for the multifamily media network community. But if you rush to fill a position, you will likely be in a rush to depart with that same person not very long into the tenure in your organization. And it is because you didn't do the work. You didn't do the reps necessary to identify the correct person for the position. And you did so because it just felt more painful in the moment to leave it open. My encouragement to you, which comes by way of many people, encouraging many people in this industry to take the necessary time to go through the necessary reps to find the person that is right for the position that you are trying to fill. Make sure that position, you've taken the time to write a very good job description. You've taken the time to write what the necessary deliverables and outcomes for that position are going to be so that when you're in an interview and somebody asks you, what are the expectations? They hopefully know ahead of time what the expectations are because you put it in the job description. You put it in that description that is put out onto Indeed or put out into your network so that people understand what they're signing up for. But it is really important that you go through the process. It's really important that you take the time to read resumes. A lot of times in my life, I read resumes after I interviewed somebody because I didn't want to be influenced by the resume, by the sales job, by what people put on paper that isn't necessarily a direct reflection of who that person is and or the accomplishments that they claim to have. It's still important. I still went back and read resumes after the fact, but it's just an approach. The point is you do the reps. You go through the exercise of interviewing. You go through the exercise of writing the right job descriptions. You go through the exercise of reading the resumes. You understand what the position. Sometimes you, the hiring person, doesn't even know everything necessary to make sure that person is successful in the role. They don't know the job all that well because they don't do the job, right? It's also important to go through that exercise. Make sure you understand what you are hiring for so that you get the right who for what you're hiring for and you put them in place. So the big punchline here today is take the time, do the reps, struggle through the pain that you will feel because you have an open position and help the team that is experiencing that open position help them, support them through that time where there is an opening, but don't rush in. Take the time, hire the right person. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.